Greetings, friends and fellow rebels. Normally, it's very easy to talk to you, but I've been hung up on one particular sharing, something that I've been inspired to talk about. And as with any inspiration, if I let it flow, then I get more inspiration. If I push back against it, then the tap gets shut off. I'm pushing back against this one, and it caused a month's delay. Here we are again. And I'm trying to deliver the message. But you'll notice that whenever you have a flow of inspiration, no matter whether it's in the kitchen, in the bedroom, in the music studio, in the painter's studio, doesn't matter. Once you start overthinking it, once you start worrying about the reception you're going to get from those you're presenting it to, once you start wondering if someone might be insulted by what you say or very, very hurt, it's useless. You will continue on with what you're doing, but it will lack grace. It will lack flow. You won't be able to tap it in the same way. So be careful about that. It's especially strong with psychics, with remote viewers, with anyone who knowingly or most often unknowingly, because there are many, many people who draw from their intuitive source and give no attribution to it. When you're pulling from that source, you have to accept what you get. And when you don't, you make mistakes. That said, that message delivered. Here we go. I have seen many occasions in the last few years, people pulling information and pulling ideas from sources that haven't had a lot of experience with humans and have no experience with living the way that we have lived for hundreds, thousands of years. It has caused us to have certain reactions to things, to handle things in certain ways that they observe and they think they understand it, but they have about the same understanding of it that we have about the lions on the Serengeti. Because most of us don't live on the Serengeti, and those of us who do are not lions, we can only speculate about what they're feeling, what they're thinking, and why they do the things we do. We can put cameras in there to observe them. We can talk amongst each other as to what advice or support we should give them. But until you're in the body of a lion, with all of the impulses and the sensations and the life experiences that have caused that species to go the direction they have with who and what they are, you can't really know. Not completely. Now, there are people who are able to project their consciousness into other species and to get a taste of it. And that's what's happening with these people who are inspired to share. They're sharing space within them with another intelligence from somewhere else, which gets a little taste, a little flavor of what it's like to be human based on that interaction and observations that they may have made, and perhaps somewhere deep, deep in their past, they have maybe a similar experience, kind of, sort of. There aren't very many entities like us. And there are not very many places like this. We're an anomaly. We're unusual. Most entities would not want to go through what humans have gone through over the past millennia, the past centuries. So they give their advice. And we joyfully take it because, oh, look, this entity must know so much more because they come from a more enlightened place. They don't have war, and they don't, not the way we do. They don't have sickness the way we do. They must be so much more, they must know so much more. And perhaps they do. But does it apply to us? Who and what we are? I've been chastised. I've listened to them chastise us for our lack of foresight and our impulsiveness and our over emotional nature. And my response is, come on down here and you live this life and you be in one of these bodies and you have your memory of your entire past wiped from your mind, where you have to start anew with every lifetime you live here. And you tell me how easy it is to do the things you're telling us to do, to love everyone and to be kind to everyone all the time, to be thoughtful about everything all the time, never get angry, never feel disgust, never get impatient. Never get frightened or overwhelmed or concerned about anything, because it's all happening at once and time doesn't exist anyway, and we're bigger than that. Yeah, come on down here and say that. Come on down here, live for 20, 30 years, and we'll see how well you adapt to the way we've had to live lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. We're nearly through this, but my message to you is be careful who you get your advice from. Some of it is very well-meaning, but again, it's about as useful as us telling the lions on the Serengeti how to eat, what to eat, how to pick a mate, and how to raise their cubs. Well-meaning, but you decide what's best for you. Take inspiration from the ideas that are coming, and those who we will soon learn have been walking beside us. Take inspiration from what they have to say. But be careful about placing too much faith in those who have not lived here. I would more give an ear to those who are here now, who've walked beside us and who understand better. They've seen a little more. They've experienced the atmosphere. They have a little clearer idea. And welcome to the woods.